Bob Hope, the San Fernando Valley's most famous resident, has traveled more than 10 million miles in the last 70 years, entertaining America's troops and his own legion of fans around the world. Vaudeville, radio, movies, television, Bob Hope has conquered them all. Born Leslie Towns Hope in Eltham, England, he was the fifth of 7 sons of William Henry Hope, a stonemason, and Avis Towns Hope, a singer. When he was 4, the family moved from England to Cleveland, Ohio. Now, before getting into show business, Bob worked as a soda fountain clerk, a newspaper reporter, and under the name of Packy East as a boxer. In 1924, he debuted in vaudeville, touring small cities around the East, doing 5 to 6 shows a day for $100 a week. The life of a vaudeville gypsy was demanding, but Bob honed his skills, and he loved every minute of it. Now, Bob became a big star in vaudeville, and it was only a matter of time before Broadway beckoned. He appeared in Sidewalks of New York, Ballyhoo of 1932, Ziegfeld Follies, and more. He worked with greats such as Fanny Brice, Jimmy Durante, and Ethel Merman.
Clear. And if you want to go walking, dear, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely.
It was also on Broadway that Bob met his wife, Dolores Reed, who was singing at the Vogue Club in New York. They've been married 65 years, have 4 children, and 4 grandchildren. Bob's long radio career was launched with a guest appearance on Rudy Valley's radio show. In 1938, Bob became the star of his own radio show, which continued for the next 18 years.
The Pepsodent Show, starring Bob Hope. We bid you all hello, and welcome to our show. May we present for Pepsodent a guy you want to know.
Ah, thank you so much.
During the same time, Bob had his first brush with television, which in the 1930s was considered a novelty. In 1950 on NBC, he hosted his first television special, thus beginning the longest-term contract on national television.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Television. Well, they finally got me. I want to tell you, it's a great... Which camera's working?
Bob became a king of the ratings with 284 primetime comedy variety television specials. Bob made many successful movie shorts in the 1930s.
I am Roberts, the new hairdresser. I'm a friend of Michael Cummings.
Are you sure you're not a maniac?
You ain't seen nothing yet.
His big break came in the movie The Big Broadcast of 1938, when he first sang Thanks for the Memories, which won the Academy Award for Best Song and, of course, became his theme song.
Thanks for the memory of rainy afternoons, swingy Harlem tunes, motor trips and burning lips and burning toast and prunes.
Bob Hope has emceed the Academy Awards more than any other individual.
I really had a sneaky idea that they were going to give me an Oscar tonight because I saw one of them with a surprised look here.
Paramount paired Bob with Bing Crosby, along with Dorothy Lamour, in Road to Singapore, the first of their successful road pictures and just one of Bob's more than 50 feature films.
Going with them. Will you be gone long?
Oh, I'll check back from time to time.
Oh, capital. Good. I'll take over while you're gone.
Yes, do.
But don't forget. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake a cake as fast as you...
Bob became adept at working in several media at the same time, cleverly using radio to promote his feature films.
Mr. Campbell at the head of the stairs, lawyer of Crosby. What happened?
Oh, they do that when you don't pay your bill. Are you all right?
Yes, of course, but...
Yeah, well, how am I?
Well,
Oh, I'm all right. I always shake this way.
In 1939, Bob and Dolores built their dream house on a few acres of walnut groves in the San Fernando Valley. By 1941, America's involvement in the war was imminent, so on May 6th of 1941, Bob did his weekly radio show from the Army Air Corps base at March Field in California.
Yesterday, in fact, we finished doing a picture called Road to Morocco with Dorothy Lamour and Bing Crosby. You know Lamour, the girl who started on a shoestring, now she wears it for a costume.
He soon realized how important his gift of laughter was and how powerful its effects could be. Throughout World War II, he held his regular Pepsodent radio show at Army, Navy, and Marine bases all over the world, and thus began his famous entertainment of the troops. For the next 40 years, Bob entertained the troops in peacetime and in war, touring the battlefields, visiting the injured, staying close to the GIs. He continued this through the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and Desert Storm.
Stealth bomber, that's a big deal. Flies in undetected bombs and flies away. Hell, I've been doing that all my life.
No single entertainer has done so much for morale as Bob Hope. Congress unanimously named him America's first honorary veteran.
You are now a veteran.
Throughout the years, Bob has received hundreds of prestigious awards and honors, including a very special Oscar, an Emmy, a Peabody, and 54 honorary academic degrees. The U.S. military has even named a Navy ship and an Air Force plane in Bob Hope's honor. He's spent his life giving the gift of laughter to audiences around the world. A selfless humanitarian as well as an outstanding entertainer and a leader by example, Bob Hope is a legendary star of our valley.